talk about that too much. So I did that while you were waiting. Now we need to talk about, I did, trimmed it to 5/8 around the edge. 2 boards thickness in between. You don't need that little lip for this, so only 2 boards works nicely, so it gives it square. Okay, so when you're ready to finish covering your trays, right, this is where I left you with the cutoff. I missed a cutoff. You want to start with the little small tabs first. And turn those in. And basically you're just trying to make sure that things are coming together where they need to. So like you have a little bit of wiggle time before the glue really sets up, so just get them, you know, nice and square in there. And then this guy, of course, is going to lay now right on top of this. Okay? So you have to do those little corners first. And then the next thing you want to do is the short wall sides. So and you want to put glue all the way out to the edge and make sure you get the board side good. And then you're just going to turn that in. And I'm kind of pulling it because I want everything to be tight. And you can come back with your bone folder. And I'm checking there's a little gap here, so I'm going to pinch that, make sure everything's cool there. Use your bone folder and kind of like get that cloth down in there. And ideally, if you cut everything okay, that cut is going to land right in the corner, right? That's what you're hoping for. Sometimes it doesn't go that way. Then you're going to glue the long side.
You're using the mix.
Yes. It spreads out a little bit better. And it seems to give you a little bit more working time, which is a good thing. So, turn that in. Okay, so now that you have this, you need a covering on the inside, right? And I don't cut this cloth measurement's not on your calculation sheet, and I wait until the end just in case, and I like measure off the board, right, or off the tray that you've already got. So this just sits in, there's a little bit of a gap, and you can look at this one to see there's a little bit of a gap all the way around, and then this edge gets folded over, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. And you can use paper or something different, or the same cloth, it doesn't matter. I did accented just for fun. I'm not super crazy about how it looks, but you know, live and learn. And in this instance, you're not gluing the tray really, you're gluing the paper so that you don't get glue in that gutter where it will be visible.
Thank you.
Clean hands, clean hands. Oh, help me out there, Erica. Thank you. So I'm going to lay this down. Be careful because now it's all soggy. And I'm just matching, like, you know, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I just want an even distance all the way around. And now I'm going to rub it down. And you can use your bone puller to get the edges really good. And then this guy just gets folded right over. Just like that. Happy day. Almost done here. glue kind of dried, so I'm going to make sure it gets glued down. Glue everywhere. And if we weren't in such a rush, you could trim this to 5/8 too, or to your 15mm jig. But no one's going to see it, so it's okay. Okay, now we have 2 trays. I assembled the case the same way as you assemble a hard cover for any other situation, with one minor difference. Sorry, I forgot about your fingers over here. Okay, and that's this piece of cloth that I was describing to you, right? It covers the spine on the inside. So when you open it up, it's gonna be, whoa, hey, book, get over there. It's gonna be this piece of cloth right here. So this is another situation where you have to glue the fabric, not the case. And this is really thin fabric, so that's kind of frustrating.
And do you want that to be the same cloth as the cover,
Well,
or as the
it could be the same side as the same color as the accent. That would work out. Either one. If you want it to be visible, you know, then you can match it. If not, then keep it the same as the outside, so that nobody really notices it. That's a choice. Yuck. Okay. So now this is kind of a pain. You want to center this guy from the head and the tail. You need the same amount from the head and the tail, and ideally the same amount here too, right? So we're gonna glue, like I'm not really pressing here yet, I'm just pressing the spine because I need to come back and get my gutters in here, right? So if you rub this whole thing, then it's gonna be too tight for you to come back and do your gutters. And I'm kind of doing this gently at first, especially with this thin cloth because it can wrinkle and we don't want that. So just kind of work it into the little gutters here. Yes. You know, you get a few wins a day, and this is one of them. Okay, right? So that covers the ugly. Now all we have is pretty things, and that's good. Okay. So, by the way, I never checked, so let's hope. Oh, good. So, you would want to check that. But, anyways. I was resting on the fact that I hope that they would match. Okay, so now we're going to glue trays to case, and then we'll be done. And now you want to switch back to the heavier duty glue, because you have this heavy thing you're trying to glue to another heavy thing. And we're going to coat the whole backside. And I start with the bigger one first. Start with the outer tray. This is, when a little roller would be nice. You know?
Is it PVA?
Yes, just straight PVA.